Welcome to the Menopause Queen. So in this video, which won't take up much of your time, I just wanted to bring up some of the things that I've created from my own personal experience of the menopause. And I've gone into, if you like, the back reserves of everything that I have learnt and put in practice over 25 years of yoga practice, yoga teaching, yoga teacher training, and coaching women. And I wanted to create some programs and some tools even that were useful for women going through this period. So I put things into two main programs. The Mama Menopause program is a very practical yoga meditation program that tackles, I think, some of the areas that we go through as women. That translates as a need for space, a need to stretch the body out or to slow it down, a need for silence, a need to calm down our stresses and anxieties. I don't know if you have felt this, but I definitely went through that whole anxious phase. A need to maybe put the fires of anger out. Sometimes as well, a need for energy, right? A need to just wake ourselves up because we feel depleted. So Mama Menopause is really a practical help tool book, except it's in video form of yoga and meditation. And it journeys with you to guide you, but also to provide a whole load of practices that you can do and redo. Before I actually put that one together though, I actually put together a program called Wild Wolf Wisdom. Wild Wolf Wisdom was honouring the white wolf that has walked with me for many, many years. And I wrote a book called Resilience, which you can buy from Pegasus Publishing. And if you can't find it with Pegasus Publishing, you can buy it off me or online on the various platforms. Resilience is a collection of poems and texts that I literally wrote one summer because the visceral need to come back to things that felt real to me was shouting so loudly. I literally went to bed each night trying to wrap myself in a blanket of fur. I visualized myself by a campfire in the forest. I had this need to go back to something that was a bit wild, which is why it's called Wild Wolf Wisdom. I wanted to go into the wisdom I knew was within me and the wisdom I knew I found in the forests around my home. And I knew that this white wolf who has walked with me for many, many years had in her. And resilience goes through what I call the 5 pillars of anchoring, of aligning, often of realigning, of accepting what's going on, of welcoming and opening the door to abundance again, and of arising at the end of that, hopefully into what I now call my queendom. I was certainly not ready to embrace the crone energy. The mother maiden crone journey to me was just not enough. It needed more. It needed another chapter. And for me, that was the being a queen. And so I started this whole approach, the Menopause Queen, around about the end of my menopause. But it's actually something that I have been doing for many, many years. My first book in French is this one, and it's called Yoga, rayonner sa puissance au féminin. Yoga, shine your force, your strength, your feminine strength. And that to me is what being a queen is. It's actually inhabiting your body. It's actually shining out your queen energy, your goddess energy, if you prefer. But I'm reading this book at the moment, and I have no commission on putting this one forward. And it's this one, and it's all about the Magdalene energy, Magdalene revealed. And Megan Waterson actually says in the early chapters that often it gets worse before it gets better. And at the time of writing this book, I was definitely inhabiting that worse. I'd just come out of an incredibly difficult period of my life where I'd faced deep grief. I had faced deep soul questioning about what I was doing, and maybe I was responsible for other people's misery. I then had a terrible accident, and I then faced cancer. So I went through like a whole barrage of dark times. And I wanted to embrace the joy and the abundance and shine again, but I didn't know where the door was. And definitely things had got worse, were getting worse before they got better. But I'm here to tell you they do. And that's one of the reasons that I created these 2 programs. And it's also one of the reasons that for the past year, I have been recording videos in the Menopause Queen. I have created the Menopause Queen Hub, which is free to join. And I would really invite you to start joining this community, because it is something that is dear to my heart, and that I really hope to expand out to any and all women who are in the same boat as I was, who are in the same boat as I am now, to sort of pick up the pieces together, but also to embrace and enjoy and celebrate life, because that is so important. We're not here for long. So let's shine our light. Let's incarnate every single fault, crack, brilliantness that we are, and really become the queen that we deserve to be now. Jane Fonda said once very famously, and I think actually she was in her 70s when she said this. She said, "What do I want the last chapter of my life to look like? Because if I don't do it now, I will never do it. I intend to shine my light, to do whatever I feel is right for me, shout it loud from rooftops. But the most important thing is I intend to celebrate me." So, are you with me? If you like this video, please share it. Please put it out there to any and all women who you feel might need a helping hand, might want to join the community, you might just need a little bit of guidance. And I hope that some of my experience can help, can take your hand and walk you through some of these things. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in another video soon.